Hi everyone. I thought I'd make a short video about using Zoom for online English classes and also to explain some of the English language used in Zoom and online learning classes as well. Okay, so let's begin. Now, the first thing that I need to do when I've signed into Zoom is to join a meeting. Now, my teacher, if it's your English teacher, they will have sent you a meeting ID and meeting password. So they are called the host. So host is a person who organizes a class or meeting. So classes are called meetings in Zoom, and I need to put in the meeting ID. And normally when you join, you would also have to put in the meeting password. Today, I'm having a meeting with myself, so I can simply select join. And the next thing I need to do is click on the link. After that, the meeting should open. Okay. Secondly, I need to join with my computer audio. Okay. So now I'll open up Zoom into full screen. And as you can see, I am in the speaker view. And this means that it makes the person who's speaking large on the screen, or their picture is quite large on the screen. If there are several people or more than 3 or 4 people in the meeting, we might want to click onto the gallery view and we can see a number of different people at the same time. Okay, so I'm in full screen and at the moment I'm in the gallery view. We need to get to know the functions and features of Zoom, and they are located at the bottom of the screen on the Zoom toolbar. So you'll see there's a number of features, functions across the bottom of the screen. The first of these features is represented here by the microphone symbol. And these symbols or these pictures are called icons when we're working with computers and online. So I can see that my microphone is working. The icon has a green flashing light and it says mute. So mute means that my microphone will be silent. As you can see, if I select mute, if I select unmute, you can hear me again. So you'll notice there was a diagonal line. This is a cross through the icon, and that means that the microphone is turned off. Now the next icon that we have is the video camera icon. So I can also choose to stop my video. And as you can see, now my video is stopped and I can choose to turn that back on. Now, both of these functions are useful for your English class. First of all, the microphone. We may want to mute it. If there's some background noise around us, if somebody's walking behind us or cooking, or if you have children at home, then they might be making noise, which could interrupt or interfere with the class. So you can mute your microphone, and then if you need to talk during your class, you can turn your microphone back on. Likewise, with your video camera, maybe you would like to stand up, have a drink of water, or blow your nose. Well, you can turn your camera off and then you can do those things. Now, another reason why we might turn our camera off is because the video camera uses more internet data. So this is called bandwidth, and we use more bandwidth when we are using our video cameras. So if your internet connection is not great, you can turn off your camera, and maybe this will help you to be able to hear your teacher and your other classmates more clearly. Now, if I move along the toolbar, I can see another icon that says participants. So the participants are the other learners, students, or people in the meeting. Okay, so if I click on there, you can see that there's only two people signed up for this meeting, and that's me and myself. Okay, so I am the host and I'm also another participant as well. So you can see that I can mute my microphone and I can also mute the other person's microphone as well. Now, if I'm not the host, I can change my name if I want to put a different name, and also the host can give me permission. They can change the settings so that I can be the host of the meeting. Okay, so these are the participants. Now you'll notice down here in the participants section at the bottom, there are three small dots. So if I click on raise hand, now we can't see it on my screen, but on the host screen, there will be a small blue box with a white hand. And this is a good way to ask your teacher a question. If they're talking, but you want to ask them a question, you can raise your hand here, and then they'll know that you want to ask a question. Okay, so I'll lower my hand there. So that's the participants section of the Zoom toolbar. Right in the middle of the toolbar, we have the chat section or chat function. So I can type a message. I can type a message to all of the people in the class, hi, or I can send a message to just one person. So if I select this small down arrow, I can choose only one person and I can send the message to them as well. So privately means I am only sending the message to that one person. This is the chat function. Okay, and you'll also see in the chat function or section, we can also raise our hand once again. So I've raised my hand. If the teacher answers my question, then I can lower my hand again. All right, now we can also share our screens. So if we have a Word document, a photo, a picture, we can choose to share something on our screen or write on a whiteboard. So I will close that because I don't have anything to share at the moment. Now the next icon is interesting. That's the record function. We need to remember that in an online English class, we need the permission of both our teacher and all of the participants in the class as well. So all of the people there, because without their permission, we are not allowed to record the classes, and there could be copyright issues as well. So copyright means it is illegal to copy other people's classes, ideas, information. Okay, now the last icon that we have here is the reactions icon. So on here, we have two symbols, and these can be very useful in our English class, especially if there's a large number of people in the group. So if I want to show that I understand, but I might have my microphone muted, or the teacher might be talking, I can put up my thumb. The thumbs up symbol shows that I understand. Okay, now, if I want to tell one of my classmates, well done, good job, or thank you, I can also clap my hands. Okay, so these are the main functions in the toolbar here. Remember that I have two different views, the gallery view and the speaker view. I can change those. If I don't need to look at the participants view, I can open the screen so it's wider and I can see more clearly. But if I do have my participants view open, then all I need to do is exit the full screen and it will bring them back up again. I can also move the screen to make this section smaller or wider. So this is another function as well, just to change the size of the screen or to change the size of the chat section as well. Now that's the main features in Zoom for an online English class. If I'm the teacher, then I am called the host. If you're a student, you will be on here as a participant. The teacher may share their screen with you, and when the class is over, the teacher will ask you to leave the meeting. So you can click on leave the meeting, or if your connection is not working properly and you drop out of the meeting, you can simply go back and log back in again. Okay, so now I think that's all for this video. So I'm going to leave the meeting and I hope that's clear to everybody now. Okay.